Okay, I'm going to make this video for Year 11s because I miss you so much, and this is an insane time, and I'm just trying to pull myself together and trying to be okay. And I'm getting some emails regarding mock grades, and you know that I don't give grades, and I'm annoyed that I'm being asked to give them. And I'm annoyed that some people think this is a holiday. This is a really tragic and horrific time. And I don't think now is the time to worry about your grades. I know that's a mean thing to say, and it's hard for me to say that, but really, you should be thinking about your learning. And there's a little bit of advice I'm going to give you in terms of English language. Now that you're released from the actual GCSE exams, as far as we know, there's something you can do. So, I'm just going to show you. I got some drawings here. I want to try and do a podcast like this for you about once a week. I'm going to try and make some time. This is my daughter drawing me with a cup of coffee in our kitchen, trying to keep ourselves sane. There's my wife. You can see what she looks like. You see my books. I can recommend books if you need. Well, no, we'll get to that. This is my youngest daughter's attempt. Okay, these are just some notes. These are my notes I take when I'm doing stuff. I just want to talk really quickly about what you can do from an English language standpoint. Oh, isn't it ironic that you're the only student in Tower Hamlets, and maybe probably in the vast majority of the country in your year, that has GCSE results? That's kind of amazing. I think you should, even if nothing, whatever else happens, you have those results. That's something to think about. What you really ought to do and think about is two things. One is English language, is two papers. And paper one is creative writing. You guys were starting to make some amazing gains. I shared with some of you a piece of creative writing I did. Even though it's nonfiction writing in that it's my memory of my teachers and growing up, I'm going to send it along to all of Year 11. Warning, it has some swear words and some private things about my life. But those of you who are starting to write really well, we're really starting to write your story, your voice, things that mean something to you, emotions, memories. So my advice to you for paper one revision is to read anything that you enjoy that is fiction, not real, fake, imaginary. We love the imagination. We did when we were small, and your imagination's what's going to sustain you. Read something amazing. Write me the greatest story you can, and send it along to my email address. I will read the best ones I get out on this weekly podcast. So your first assignment, I'm going to send it to you. Teachers that mattered to me. Okay? Or a strong memory of school. Because even if you hated school, let me tell you right now, you're really going to miss it. You need to be able to read. You need to be able to find your own reading, and you need to find reading that's going to keep you happy and sustained and alive. And when I say alive, I don't mean physically alive. I mean alive in your mind. Someplace to hide, someplace to escape. You got to do that. 2, nonfiction. Okay, here's the thing. I hope you're reading about what's happening. I hope you understand the danger. I hope you're taking precautions. But there's an issue that's really alive in my mind. Now what? For schools. I think, and now what for the country? They're going to pump in some $330 billion into this country. They're closing, well, they have closed schools. They're saying that they're going to cover the wages of the unwaged. Is it time for a redistribution of money in this country? Is it a time where we stop living in these classes? Is it a time where maybe we can get a little bit more equity. One question I have is, do we need high pressure GCSE exams in year 11? Is there an alternative? Is there an alternative? Do you need to keep doing English and math if you don't get a 4? In essence, what can education look like? What do you want it to look like? I have my own opinions. There are a lot of opinions that you can find easily on the internet or elsewhere, and I want you to go look some of these things up. I want you to find them, because it is important that you do that and that you have a voice. And in the coming months, nobody really knows what's going to happen, but your voice, this affects you. Wait, hold on, sorry. What about university tuition? What about different universities? Like, why this powerhouse of Oxford, Cambridge? Why do they get to be that? Can we change those things? I would love for all of you to be able to write an impassioned non-fiction speech about that. And if you have the guts to stop taking selfies and maybe film yourself doing a speech on YouTube, and let's start a movement. This is much more what English language is about. The idea that you produce some writing, that your voice gets heard. If you don't like that creative writing assignment, you could do whatever creative writing assignment you wish, okay? But what I don't want to hear from, I want to hear from all of you, and you should email me whenever you want with what's going on, your ideas, your feelings, advice on what to read, advice on what to think, workout advice, anything. I gotta keep fit. I gotta keep good in my head, so I got ideas, and I wanna hear from you, and I wanna hear what kind of stuff you want me to talk about on this weekly podcast, because I will do whatever you need. I will do whatever you need to stay buoyant and strong and keep working. And if you want me to show you some of these books behind me, I could do that. I can do really whatever. And I miss the school a lot, and I miss you a lot. And it's taken me about 3 days of moping around to finally just stop doing that and just start taking some control and, doing my first few videos. So this one's going out right now. Get in touch if you need anything. See ya.